So guys, man, boom. People probably are gonna look at me crazy because I'm considering Eastern Michigan, but if I were to go there, I would actually be a neighborhood hero. And I used to play at Eastern Michigan during my high school games and whenever I was at Lincoln, and we used to pack the crowd every single time. That would be crazy for me to be able to bring love to the city. This was an interview that Emoni Bates did back in May with 13.com. And I'm not gonna lie, this honestly just went completely over my head. I don't know how we did not really take Eastern Michigan serious out of all the 6 schools that Emoni Bates had in his top 6. Emoni Bates, he finally made his decision. I'm not gonna lie, we gotta clap it up for Emoni Bates no matter what anybody and their mama has to say about Emoni Bates' decision. This was a decision that I know this honestly meant a lot to Emoni. So like I said, we got to clap it up for Emoni Bates. And I want you to comment down below your initial opinions on this decision for Emoni Bates deciding to transfer to Eastern Michigan. Now guys, boom, as you guys can see from the title of this video, Emoni Bates, like I said, is transferring to Eastern Michigan University. And I know to a lot of people this may not make sense, but one thing that you have to realize is that it doesn't matter if it makes sense to you. It only matters if this makes sense to Emoni Bates. He's the one that's getting ridiculed over these past couple of years. He's the one where everybody's clowning for not having a good year. He was projected to be this player. He didn't turn out to be this player in year 1. And now everybody is trashing him, saying he's not going to do this. He's not going to be a lottery pick. He's not going to be an NBA top pick in the draft. There's so many crazy things that people criticize Emoni Bates for, and this is a new decision, and this is a decision that I know that he's been really thinking about very hard. And to me, like I said at the beginning of the video, we gotta clap it up for Emoni because he's just been through so much, and I know that him and his family are very excited for the future. And I honestly think that this is going to be something very interesting for Emoni Bates. Now, Eastern Michigan University, do I think this is honestly going to work for Emoni Bates in Eastern Michigan? Now, as you guys know, Eastern Michigan has a star point guard who's known as Noah Farrakhan, who honestly is probably the swaggiest player in the country. No debate. Well, I don't know, maybe debate, but yeah, Noah Farrakhan, he's definitely that dude on and off the court. He has that certain type of swag and certain type of play style that is definitely fun to watch. Now, Noah Farrakhan is a player that is very ball dominant heavy. He's a player that I personally think excels whenever he has the ball in his hands, and he's not a player that is really going to shine off the ball, at least in my personal opinion. At Eastern Michigan, he averaged about 16 points a game and 2.3 assists. Most of those points actually came off the dribble. He was the main ball dominant player for that team. Now, I will admit, that is one thing that I'm honestly kind of confused on why Emoni Bates would transfer to a program that does have a ball dominant player like Noah, because Noah is currently heading into his 3rd year. He had a first year at Eastern Carolina. He had his 2nd year at Eastern Michigan. Now he's in his 3rd year, and he's a player that I know also a lot of people are saying he's been a bust. He wasn't a player that turned out to be the star. Noah Farrakhan is trying to make it to the league. I guarantee you he's trying to make it to the league. So it is a question. Is he going to let Emoni Bates come into this program and kind of take some shine and take the ball way out of his hands? Because I mean, I'm sure most people would rather have the ball in Emoni Bates' hands over Noah, as great as Noah is. So I know that is something that is definitely going to be floating in the air. I don't know exactly how this is going to fit, solely on the fact that, like I just said 2 minutes ago, Noah Farrakhan is a player that needs the ball in his hand. Emoni Bates, we know he's a guy that needs the ball in his hand. So it's going to be interesting to see if this is honestly going to work. Last season, Eastern Michigan, they actually finished with a 10-21 record and a 5-15 conference record during last season. So, you know, this is just honestly very interesting to me. I mean, you can see the fact that Noah Farrakhan averaged 2.3 assists this past year kind of says a lot about his playmaking skills and his floor general abilities and just the type of offense that Eastern Michigan runs. I mean, at least from the outside looking in, it seems like there's not a lot of ball movement being made. It looks like there's a lot of one-on-one situations happening here, a lot of shots off the dribble, lots of dump offs, things like that. So like I said, it is going to be very interesting. Noah Farrakhan, even though he was the leading scorer for that team, he had a lot of big games. I will admit he was a little inconsistent at times if you just look at the numbers, which I will put up here. But despite all that, the fact that he didn't have another star on the team like Emoni Bates, who can definitely bring and let go of the pressure for Noah Farrakhan to score the ball even more, I'm sure that those inconsistent games are going to be less for sure in this upcoming season, but that is definitely something to think about. I don't know, Noah Farrakhan and Emoni Bates, I don't know about that duo currently right now. I know they are both exceptional scorers who can score the ball, but I think only time will tell, and I feel like I need to see it to believe it. I'm not doubting each of these players. I'm a huge fan of both of these players. I think Emoni Bates is going to be definitely something amazing in the future. Same thing with Noah Farrakhan. I hope he gets his fair share. Hopefully after this season he has an amazing season, potentially to get drafted or even transfer to a bigger time program. But like I said, it's going to be very interesting to see. Did Emoni Bates make the right decision? My opinion does not personally matter. Your opinion does not matter. Only Emoni Bates' decision ultimately matters at the end of the day. And I know a lot of people were expecting Louisville. I know a lot of people were expecting any other school besides Eastern Michigan, but this may be all part of the plan. What are people thinking on social media? Let's go on Instagram real quick and see what people are saying about Emoni Bates' decision to go to Eastern Michigan. At Muhammad Abdullah 30, hopefully I said his name right. He said, bro is single-handedly ruining his chances of actually making it into the NBA. Guys, it's honestly crazy. A lot of people look like he's hating. Somebody said he's sold. Somebody said that he's gonna slip in the draft. Kid ain't trying to go to the league no more. He still got a chance to go to the league. He's gonna have to show out in his hometown. Scouts still gonna watch. Don't forget that they made it to the tournament. He should have went to Michigan, bro. What smart move. Definitely not going to the league now, guys. A lot of people, it looks like they're not liking this move from Emoni Bates, but I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, none of our opinions matter. Only time will tell. None of this chirping of what this person has to say about this, nothing, it doesn't matter, guys. If Emoni Bates take cares of business this year, I guarantee you he will be a lottery pick in the NBA. You heard it here in the next year's NBA draft. You heard it here first. I mean, there's a lot of talent coming into this draft class, so Emoni Bates is definitely going to have to really showcase that he has what it takes. And I definitely feel like the fact that he's going to a mid-major school, I'm not saying that it does put a lot more pressure on him, but I'm saying that he's going to have to show out for sure. I mean, no ifs, ands, or buts. I think Emoni Bates is going to have to show out because the competition is definitely not as up to par if he were to go to a school like Louisville or Kentucky. The schools that he's playing, Emoni Bates has to dominate. He has to, guys. No ifs, ands, or buts. He was a player that was projected to be this crazy dynamic player. So, you know, Emoni Bates, he's definitely gonna have to do his thing. You watch this video. I do want to know your personal opinions on this entire Emoni Bates situation. Do you think he made the right decision? Do you think he should have transferred to another school? What are your expectations for Emoni Bates coming into this next season? Just comment down below, guys, and let's create a great basketball conversation started. Guys, if you made it to the end, please make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, do all that fun stuff. Yeah, with all that being said, guys, thank you for watching. It's been another episode of Juice Made TV. Peace.